Hi everyone, my name is Sophia Toe. I'm an executive coach and leadership trainer. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia. Great teachers know it, great parents know it, and great team leaders know it. It is the key element for a robust learning environment, a critical factor in raising inquisitive and confident kids, and essential for leading high-performing teams. Psychological safety. That's the topic I want to talk about today. I remember a moment last year at a conference with over 800 global finance leaders when I declared, "The numbers don't tie." I asked my peers how those words made them feel. For perspective, it is important for finance and accounting professionals to keep their numbers accurate and tie. There was a brief pause after I said, "The numbers don't tie," and then an eruption of laughter. Some said they would raise their eyebrows but would be ready to dig deeper, while others experienced a surge of panic or dread in that high-pressure moment. That experience highlighted how we closely tie our emotions to our sense of psychological safety at work, reminding us that the environment we create can either empower our potential or hold us back. The concept of psychological safety isn't new. It has been explored for over 60 years. In 1965, MIT professors Dr. Edgar Schein and Dr. Warren Bennis published Personal and Organizational Change Through Group Methods, envisioning a workplace where taking risks was safe and supported. This kick-started researches on psychological safety by many scholars. In 2008, Google team launched Project Oxygen to discover what makes a great manager. This initiative eventually led to Project Aristotle, inspired by the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Over 2 years of surveys and interviews with 180 teams later, Google researchers identified 5 key success factors with psychological safety emerging as the most critical. The rest were dependability, structure and clarity, meaning, and impact. In 2018, Dr. Amy Edmondson's bestseller, The Fearless Organization, introduced the concept to a broader audience. More recently, in 2020, Dr. Timothy Clark, the author of The 4 Stages of Psychological Safety, refined the idea by outlining 4 distinct stages of psychological safety, a framework I'm proud of to teach as a certified trainer and coach globally in 2 languages. Global trends revealed that interest in psychological safety surged after 2015 and spiked dramatically with the onset of the pandemic in 2020. I believe the need for psychological safety has always been there. It just can't be ignored any longer. So, what exactly is psychological safety? Dr. Amy Edmondson describes psychological safety as a shared belief held by team members that it is okay to take risks, express their ideas and concerns, ask questions, and admit mistakes, all without fear of negative consequences. Dr. Timothy Clark approaches it from the perspective of fundamental human needs, drawing on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He envisions psychological safety as an environment that rewards vulnerability, where everyone feels included and safe to learn, contribute, and challenge the status quo without fear of embarrassment or punishment. A common misconception is that fostering psychological safety means sacrificing performance or quality, which is not true. In my experience, and as studies like Project Oxygen and Project Aristotle have shown, high standards, deep engagement, and genuine happiness can all thrive in a psychologically safe environment. It's not about being overly nice, it's about being kind and honest, offering candid feedback, learning together and setting each other up for success. I often wonder about the culture behind stories of financial misstatements, errors, or fraud. Was there a moment when someone in the organization noticed something was off but felt too afraid to speak up? Too often, a command and control leadership approach stifles voices, keeping the best ideas and most critical concerns locked away. I invite you to reflect on that conference moment, where a single statement, the numbers don't tie, reveal the emotional undercurrents of our professional lives. Ask yourself, when did you last create a space where every team member felt safe to express their concerns and crazy ideas, but potentially breakthrough ideas? As leaders, we are responsible for nurturing an environment where vulnerability is not a weakness, but a stepping stone to innovation. Consider these practical steps. You can schedule regular open dialogues where constructive feedback is welcomed and mistakes are seen as learning opportunities. You can also recognize and reward candid conversations that challenge conventional thinking. Last but not least, you can reflect on your leadership style. What adjustments can you make to make sure every voice is heard? I discovered Albert Hirschman's publication, Exit, Voice, and Loyalty, 10 years ago. This work, so profound that it led me to explore his 700-page biography, Woolly Philosopher, The Odyssey of Albert Hirschman, reminded me that when people are dissatisfied, they eventually have two choices: speak up or leave. It also underscores the importance of fostering psychological safety in thriving organizations. Fear silences, smothers potential, and buries risks, while psychological safety sparks breakthrough ideas. Thank you.